In Metropolis, Superman is mid-rescue, racing to stop a building from collapsing. His face is tense with concentration as he pulls people from the danger zone. But just as he turns to save a trapped family, he's too late. The building collapses, and his scream of anguish echoes through the destruction. The narrator's voice explains, what if the Man of Steel, humanity's greatest protector, lost his faith in the world? What if Superman, driven by grief and pain, chose control over compassion? This is the story of a Superman who turned to darkness. Superman is then seen kneeling among the rubble, visibly shaken as he finds a child's toy in the debris. His face hardens with regret and sorrow. A montage follows, showing Superman growing colder in the weeks that follow. Frustrated by humanity's endless cycle of violence and destruction, he retreats to his fortress of solitude and speaks to the memory of his adoptive parents, Jonathan and Martha Kent. He looks up and says, I tried to believe in them. I tried to see the good. But they never learn. They keep hurting each other, destroying what I've sworn to protect. Maybe they need a stronger hand. His eyes glow red with barely contained rage as he clenches his fists, and the screen fades to black. The scene shifts to the Hall of Justice, where Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, and Aquaman discuss Superman's recent behavior. Batman says, he's changed. He's no longer the Superman we know. The power, the loss, it's twisted something inside him. Wonder Woman responds, but he's our friend, Bruce. He saved all of us countless times. Aquaman interjects, and if we don't act, he'll try to save humanity by ruling over it. Is that what we want? A world under Superman's control? Flash looks anxious, asking, but how do we even stop him? He's Superman! Batman looks at each of them, his expression unyielding, and declares, if he's chosen this path, then he's no longer a friend. He's the greatest threat we've ever faced. The scene cuts to a dystopian metropolis, where citizens look up in terror as Superman flies above them, both awe-inspiring and intimidating. He lands in front of a fearful crowd, addressing them. For too long, your leaders have failed you. I offered them peace, but they rejected it. I will bring order, even if it means doing it alone. From now on, there will be no more war, no more corruption, no more choice. His voice is cold and commanding. As he speaks, military helicopters approach, but with a wave of his hand, Superman sends out a shockwave, sending them crashing to the ground. The crowd gasps in fear, and Batman watches from the shadows, his face grim. His voiceover says, this is what happens when absolute power falls into the wrong hands. The world will learn the price of relying on a god. In a hidden bunker, the Justice League assembles, and Batman addresses the team while holding a small green shard of kryptonite. I never wanted to do this, he says, but if we're going to stop him, we have to be ready. Wonder Woman, looking conflicted, pleads, there must be another way, Bruce. He was our friend. Batman responds, he was our friend. Now he's a tyrant. Flash, reluctant but understanding the danger, nods. The team suits up, prepared to face their greatest challenge yet. As they leave, Batman glances back at the dark bunker, a flicker of regret in his eyes. The Justice League confronts Superman in the ruins of Metropolis, leading to an intense battle. Superman fights with raw, unchecked power, determined to impose his will. He glares at Batman and says, you always doubted me, Bruce. You think you can stop me? I could have been the world's greatest hero, but maybe all they needed was a god. The battle escalates as Wonder Woman attempts to reason with him, only to be thrown back. Flash dodges Superman's heat vision, while Aquaman attempts to distract him with water attacks. Batman, holding the kryptonite with a trembling hand, says, Clark, don't make me do this. Superman, unfazed, replies coldly, you can't stop me, Bruce. No one can. Reluctantly, Batman brings the kryptonite close, weakening Superman. For a moment, Superman's expression changes, showing vulnerability and regret. He whispers, I only wanted to help. As he collapses, the other heroes gather around him, each realizing the heavy toll this confrontation has taken. In the final scene, the Justice League stands around a restrained Superman. His red eyes have dimmed, his strength depleted by the kryptonite. Batman, struggling to hold back his emotions, speaks softly. There's a line, Clark. A line we can never cross. Superman, His voice, barely audible, responds, "They don't deserve mercy. They destroy themselves." Wonder Woman gently interjects, "Maybe, but we have to believe in them, even when they fail." The team walks away, leaving Superman alone, his face etched with sorrow as he watches them go. His world is shattered, his once clear vision of justice clouded by regret. The screen fades to black as the narrator's voice returns, concluding, "A hero falls, a friendship breaks, and a lesson is learned." In a world where Superman chose power over compassion, even the strongest heroes learn that control comes at too great a cost. In the end, no one truly wins when hope turns to darkness. The end screen appears with dramatic music, displaying the title, "What If Superman Turned Evil? The Rise of a Dark Superman," and urging viewers to subscribe for more intense battles, untold stories, and alternate realities from the world of superheroes.